In this episode, we continue the Celica maintenance by taking care of that pesky oil leak. We replace the valve cover gasket. You're not going to want to miss this. I have a special guest that I send into the engine to fix the VVTL-i in the Celica. Pulling the valve cover off a Toyota 2ZZ GE engine is not too hard. There's a plastic cover on the top you pull off. Yeah, there is two hoses at the back. There is a wire harness that goes along the left-hand side of the engine across the top and down the back. That is held in place by two nuts. And then, of course, you got to pull the coils out, unplug and pull the coils out, which is a pretty simple process. Some of the bolts out on this valve cover is just the easy ones in the front. All the bolts are now removed. There's actually a couple of studs on this pipe here, which I think while I have this out, I'm going to try and change the VVTI solenoid. So my hope was I could pop this valve cover up high enough to slide it back just a little bit to clear the stud. That is clearly not happening. So I'm going to see if I can maybe pry this pipe back. So what I ended up doing was I took my pry bar, I kind of wedged it in here, was able to pry this pipe back far enough to get it out. But there was some cracking under the valve cover. Hopefully I didn't break anything important. Sneak this out. That may have been from me prying it off. That looks like new damage, but these are brittle. These should be real soft. And you want to make sure, I got some pieces of gasket in here. So let's try to pull these out. So I am looking at this engine. I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but there is a lot of sludge down in here, which would be an indication of poor maintenance. All right, the Celica VVTI lift bolts, I believe they are these two right here. I'm gonna pull them out and make sure that's the right ones. So there is a comparison of the VVTI, I think they're called lift bolts is what they're normally called. But there's the one that came out. There's the new one that goes in. This one, it looks pretty bad. Actually, it's short. I don't know if I can get a good picture. You can see kind of the wear on here and the weird shape of this bolt. So hopefully this is going to take care of my VVTI problem. So you can see that's pretty bad too. It's very brittle. That's what 200,000 miles does. Hot and cold, and there's a new one. Very soft. All right, so this is part of the fun of getting this VVTI solenoid out as well. I have a, you can't get in there because of this pipe is in the way. You can't really use a extension. The wobble I have, or the U-joint I have, is too big to fit in there. So this is actually a medium depth socket. It's not a short and it's not a long. All right, there's the VVTI solenoid. It goes in the hole there. I had to take this bracket that's a brace for the alternator all the way off. So this was the aftermarket replacement, the cheap aftermarket replacement one I got off of Amazon. It did take several weeks to get when I needed one, and this is the original one. It does look a little bit different, so you gotta be real careful when ordering these to make sure you get the correct one. A lot of them that look real similar that will not fit and will not work. All right, well, a bit of an update. Looks like I put these in upside down. There's these actually have a taper inside of them. It looks like that taper is so when the valve cover slides on, it fits over the top. I had these in backwards, and this valve cover just would not fit on there. All right, now I got these installed, hopefully correct. Should be able to just slide this valve cover on. Oh, it took a lot of prying. Pry this back, pry it back on, get it lined up enough to get some nuts in it. I don't know where this goes. I know it goes way down into there. Hopefully I didn't bend it or break anything down lower, but I'll tighten this back up. Valve cover's on, we'll put the coils on. Let's take this pile of garbage out and see if we can get her all the way into the ketchup. So the variable valve timing and valve lift is clearly not working still. Tried bringing it all the way up. It hits 6,000 RPM, check engine light comes on, revs to 7,000, and then you hit like a rev limiter because that's as high as it'll go. It won't go all the way into the ketchup. So clearly we still have a problem with the variable valve timing and lift. Clearly I need a better understanding of how the system works. So we're gonna go talk to the wizard. Don't you ever knock? Oh, come on, come on. Nobody wants to see that. What is it that you want? How does variable valve timing and lift work? It's VVTLI, not VVTL-i. You sound like a fool when you say it wrong. It's all about volumetric efficiency at the valve. We have a valve that opens up and allows fuel and air into the combustion chamber. We have another valve that opens up and pushes the exhaust out of the engine. We can take that valve and open it up bigger. We can get more fuel and air in. Also on the exhaust side, we open that valve up bigger, we get more exhaust out. The engine actually acts like a bigger engine. We can make a smaller engine act like a bigger engine. Drag racers have been doing this for years. That's what an RV cam is something with a bigger lobe. So we can get the valve to open bigger to get more fuel and air in, a denser charge, and more exhaust out. What the VVTLI does, it allows that to happen at higher RPMs only when it's needed, not all the time. The variable valve timing and lift intelligence system works very similar to Honda's VTEC. Except in Toyota's system, we've got two lobes on the cam for each valve. There's a big one and a small one. Looking at it from the front, there's a big one and a small one. The magic really happens in the rocker arm. The rocker arm has a rod in it that rides on a spring. And what it does is allows that rod to go up and down and not push on the valve of the big lobe. So during normal driving operations, the engine's going to run off the small lobe of the cam. At 6,000 RPM, the engine computer sends a message to my Heidi Fleiss, my pager. I lift my staff high in the air just like Moses parting the Brown Sea. Get your mind out of the cesspool. We send the OCV valve, oil control valve, from bypass into party mode, sending oil to the passage, pushing the plunger forward, locking the rod in place. So it'll actually start moving and start riding on the big lobe of the cam. Opening up the valve further and keeping it open longer. It all starts with right here, with the oil control valve. So the problem you have with your engine is you have a check engine light on. If there's a check engine light on for any reason, the computer will not allow the VVTLI to work. It will shut it down. It'll only let it rev out to 7,000 RPM. So you got to find a problem and get it fixed before you can move on and get the VVTLI to operate properly. Any questions? Well, Danny was worried about me bringing her character back, coming back to life. So here we are, Dan and Danny. And that's their dog. I know they look like horses, but those are their dogs. There's some kind of breed called Great Dannies, Great Dannies, something like that. So, ooh, hey, while you guys are here, can you give me a hand? Perfect. Come with me. So the good thing about this car, you really only need a few sizes, a 10mm or 12mm. Most of the stuff in the valve train is a 10mm. All right, you good in there? You comfortable? Perfect. I know you can bleed brakes. Can you adjust an engine too? Whoa, 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 it's a family show. All right, good. Let's button this up here. All right, valve cover's on. Are you good in there? Great. Perfect. Thanks for watching. I appreciate Queen DD, Speed Shop, Dan Speed Shop. A lot of good channels out there. I will put a link to their channel in the description. I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button. If you like seeing content like this, sometimes I work on new stuff, kind of older stuff, Jeeps. We do some off-roading, do a little bit of everything as long as it is on the cheap. I will see you in the next video.